Hello, hello, and welcome back to another live stream. How's it going, everyone? Hope you're all doing well. Happy Wednesday? Yes, it's Wednesday. Like, what day is it again? Oh, Guts, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. I'm alright, you know, just remembering that it's Wednesday, because, you know, yesterday was a day off, technically, so, you know, and then everyone's talking about a long weekend, but I'm not gonna have a long weekend, so I need to, like, remember, like, what day of the week is it? Because it's everyone else's Friday tomorrow, but, sorry, yeah, tomorrow's everyone's Friday, but in a sense, my Monday was a Friday, and I'll still have another Friday. I have 2 Mondays this week. You know, we could think of it that way. But a Monday on Monday and a Monday today. It's horrible, I know. I don't know why I do it to myself. Should have taken a sick day. But, yeah. Other than that, nothing else special, I think. Yeah, today we're gonna be fixing stuff and fixing power-ups and making sure everything works, because apparently things weren't working before. At least certain things weren't working before, and now I also broke up things on top of that makes some things double not work. So we're making sure everything works and makes sense. And that's kind of important. It's a tiny bit important that the power-ups for your game that focuses on power-ups work. Maybe I'm crazy. I could be crazy. Maybe that's just me thinking of weird things, but I feel like I should have them work. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. We're gonna continue with that, and depending how long that takes, we will go boss hunting for a new boss. But we will see how broken things are first. I'm assuming very broken. For some reason, I'm assuming things are gonna be very broken. Hey, Nash fan, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Yesterday we got all the way through the projectile stuff. Let's check Berserker. Hit me. 5? 21. Oh, hell yeah. 21. Wait. Oh no. Okay, Berserker's not working either. Well, I got the buff. I never ungot the buff. And that's kind of important to not have the buff once I no longer need the buff. Otherwise, you just get a permanent damage upgrade, and that's... I mean, as a player, you know, that sounds pretty good. But it's not intentional. So what's going on? What's going on here? Setting it active, not active. That's not a function. Adding it. This is all fine. So the problem isn't here. Can I search for... It's probably a gameplay text. Check Berserker. I'm probably getting a gameplay tag somewhere. And I need to not be getting the gameplay tag. I need to be getting a component. That's the values. That's all fine. We don't want the values ones. Values. Key. No. Calculate additional damage. I think the problem here is this needs to only happen if enabled. So we should be able to just do a select. Hold on, I'm gonna try. Hold on. If I do select and make this one favorite, and then I type select. Oh my god, yes. that tip on actually making things favorites. Oh, it's so good. So good. So when it's true, we'll use the this, otherwise 0 divided by 100, which would be 0. And then we're good. This should be a simple fix. There we go. Let's check. Is it a simple fix? Simple fix. 15 damage by default. Hits me. Thank you. Yeah, 21 damage. Now I need to him not hit me. Okay, it has run out. 15 damage. It works. How did he miss? I need to see what's going on with their attacks. Because I don't understand how he missed and he didn't even go all the way through. So something's going on, but it works. Yeah, it resets properly. Perfect. Okay. So Berserker's good. Next. Moving along, we have Soul Siphon. Enemy kills increase damage by a certain percentage. Okay, we need to modify this. Did I zoom out the camera? I haven't touched the camera at all. I think I look smaller because it's not full screen. Probably look more correct now that it's full screen. But I haven't touched the camera at all. It's just because we're looking at in here. So it looks small. We need to change actually the values for this. So we have Soul Siphon. Enemy kills increase damage by certain percentage for blank seconds for every enemy killed during the duration. Timer resets every kill. The values I have are too small. The duration's too small, I think. At least on the first one. The first one I think is 5 seconds is too small because enemies are far tankier. So but at the same time, I almost want 3 variables on this one. I want to have a increased damage by percent, how long, and then a cap. A cap to the damage. Okay, are we going to introduce a 3rd variable option? We're going to set up this entire thing to use 3 variables now. I think we will. That's probably a good idea. And then we can increase the duration, but just not increase the percent increase. Hey Terry, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Do you have a struct? I have a lot of structs. Many structs are in this project. Very, very many structs. So let's go to Electric Avenue. So we want to do Enemy kills increase damage by blank percent for blank by blank percent for blank seconds for every enemy killed during the duration. I don't know if I need to include during the duration, but it probably is a good idea. Timer sets every kill, and I can do like max variable 3. Max like 20% increase damage. So we can actually cap the amount of attack. Because theoretically, right, if we made this, if you're very overpowered and you can just kill things super fast on screen and you just rush through everything, your damage will just keep scaling up, right? If you just time things and you have a lot of movement speed, you can get a huge boost at the start, and then just the movement speed will just, it'll carry you so far. So I don't think I'm going to, I want to cap it. So to do that, we need what? We need what is it under Cartier info? Oh god, but then I would, if I set it up to have a third value, it needs to be a just display the third value and not be modified in any way. It's like I display value. Because if I have to do a comparison or addition or something else, that would be such a pain to set up for everything. I'm gonna regret this. I'm not actually going to, but I'm already dreading it. So there's the struck to have 3. Now we have a third. So let's set this up. Let's say enemy kills increased damage by 5%, 10%, 15%. Cursed here will be 20%. It's unstackable. You know what? We'll make it stack. And we'll just give it a max. And then it can stack, which is great. For how long? Let's make it 10 seconds, 15, 20, 30. And then the maximum you can increase it by, let's say 5 times the base. So this will be 25% increase, 50, 75, 100% extra damage. And then it is stackable. Oh, but then how does... wait, no. If it's stackable, then I cannot do... Shit. then I would also need to set up a way to replace the option. So inside of here, I probably want to another checkbox that's like, hey, we want to replace. Instead of like an added or multiplier, it sets it. I guess I do need to make it unstackable then. I'm trying to think of is there any way to make it make sense stacking? Or like what happens when you unlock a tier 1 and a tier 3? I could make them all like 25. No, but then it wouldn't work for the tier 3 one because that would be too low. Because that'd be like 2 hits. And you wouldn't get the full effect. Yeah, this needs to be unstackable, unfortunately. But we still want to do the tier 3 values. Okay, so time to rework things. Oh boy. Okay, why do we have a lot of errors now? What's going on? Ha. What? S card info adds a note to break. Yeah. What's the problem here? Why is this struct having problems? Why is this struct having problems? Hey Zebra, welcome in. How's it going? I hope you're doing well. Why is this struct having problems? I want to like you can't click recompile or anything on it. Okay, there's a solution to this. You just relaunch it. Just relaunch it. It's fine. If you relaunch it, all recompiles. I hope. We're about to find out. No, still a problem. What the hell's the problem? What's the problem here? Oh, sorry. I had to add and remove a variable. Then it was happy. That makes sense. Yeah. Uh-huh. Oh yeah, now everything's fine. I don't know why, but apparently adding and removing a variable, wonderful way to fix the struct. Random compiler errors wouldn't be unreal experiences without them. Yeah, true. Okay, we want to modify would be under cards. I don't remember which one. No, this is just setting the text. Are we using this? Yes. Okay. So, I need to find where this is being used. This is all fine. Just don't look at it too hard. So I need to do, thankfully, if I wanted to work with a third one, all I do is duplicate this. Connect things up. This becomes a variable. What is this row name? Oh. Okay. I mean, whatever, it works. You know what? I'm just not gonna. You know what? I'm not gonna question it. Why I have an input that is always the same and the same one. It works. So if we just did this and we took a look, scroll. Look at that, 10%, 15, and then max. Oh, that should be. The values are wrong. 20 increased. Wait. It's using tier 2 values. Oh, oopsie. That's why. Kinda need to plug in the right thing. And now, okay, it's 0 everywhere. Okay. Why? Why is it, why? Source string, variable string. Oh, that's the formatting. That's why it's var1. Yeah, formatting makes sense. Why is it 0? It is 0 because I'm not saving the information. Right. Because here, we're not setting... the information? Oh, but then I also need to set up a third... Oh, guys, we're gonna... I have like a small idea. It's a good idea. It's a good idea. But then it's like, oh yeah, this one thing. I just want an extra variable. That's all I wanted. I now need to change all the connections. How it's displayed, how it's stored, make sure it's added on to every other version. Oh, it's fine, you know. Just don't worry about it. All right, we just need to modify the power-up types now. Power-up variables. So we need a new third variable now. It's going to be of type float. Now, please tell me that did not break all the defaults here that I had. Compile. Okay, it doesn't break all the details or all the things. Great. Phew. Okay, this part's fine. The default can be 0 everywhere. That's fine. Now, now we go here. Set members. Oh, no, I just don't have it shown. So I need to open up variable 3. And we need to do same thing as we did for the others. But this now also needs to return 3 variables. And then we'll need to change it so we can just replace with thankfully I have helper functions, as you can see, that make my life somewhat easier. So if I want the third tier, now I have, there you go, now I have tier 3 exposed. You know, that's why you make functions that make your life easier. So now we have 3, so now we do the same thing here. This plus this.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Oh, then we do the same thing for you. Okay. But then I also will need to add the just replace option, because sometimes we'll want to just keep the value the same. Like it doesn't change. We're just using it for display purposes. But the other values we'd want to display, we want to change. So, hey, Blue Sneaker, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. What I'm working on, I decided that I want a third value or a third variable option for all of my power-ups. It's a good idea. It's the pain to now set up. It's not that much of a pain. I'm making it. It's less of a deal than I'm making it sound. But basically, I thought of a way of making things better long term for suffering short term. No, not feature creep. No. This is not feature creep. This is current featuring, and I just need to have another variable to do what I want for the current creep. Yeah, for this power up, I had enemy kills increase damage by a certain percentage for a certain amount of seconds. And that's 2 variables because of how much it increases by and how long it increases for. But I also wanted a way of capping the damage, saying like, hey, but up to a certain percentage. And that up to a certain percentage, I need a variable for. But it's only set up to 2 variables, and I want a third, basically. So now we're adding a third. And then I will also want to make sure that I can make it so I don't potentially add up these values or change anything about these values. They instead will become replaced without being unstackable. So I can keep them consistent, for example. Yeah. And that's a separate thing, but I definitely need a third variable. So we're doing the third variable first. This part's working now. So if we go back to here, we need to set up the third option here. This is variable 3. And then we just take you, duplicate it. You go here. Oh, original variable 3. It's all for a good cause, so, you know, don't need to worry about it. And this goes out to there we go. Do you have a video on adding a time function from within a PCG, or you feed that in on the blueprint as per tick? What do you mean a time function inside a PCG? PCG just runs. It doesn't run on time or on tick. There's in 5.6 you can do a wait. There's a wait functionality in 5.6, but I'm not sure I follow what you mean by a time function inside a PCG. Okay, so that should now work to display. Theoretically. Unless I'm missing something else. I'm missing something else. What am I missing? What is still missing? All right, but this is not adding. That will be adding to the car. Why is this one still 0? Why is that still 0? Play with an HLSL node, and your code is looking to change the PCG generated points based on time. Yeah, that sounds extremely expensive. Because you fairly want to regenerate the full graph on tick. Right? That sounds extremely expensive. You can do things with PCG, but 256 by 256 every frame? Just want you to realize this. You want to update 65,000 points on tick? Basically? You're not updating like 10,000 points like constantly. It also takes time to regenerate. You're not doing that from the PCG graph. You can generate like a shape to it and then modify it somehow another way, but like maybe through a material you can get it to be like performant. You're not making, you're asking basically to make it fully dynamic PCG, and like for like moving and everything. That's extremely expensive. There's a reason why the hierarchical generation, like the world partitioning basically with PCG, right, is in clusters versus like one at a time and constantly going up, like generating and ungenerating. Because if it did that on everything, that would be way too expensive. Hey, Polly, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Why is this not working? I can't even do a print string here because I would need to print on a specific card. What's the problem? This should work. Did I type it wrong? Maybe I typed it wrong here. No, I typed it right. Yeah, it's correct. If I do variable 2, it should give me the same second variable, right? Yeah, that works. Three. Why are we 0? Why 0? What stupid thing did I do? Oh, you know what we can try for print string? Go back to here. I mean, I could check if I can do a little branch here and just check if tier 3 is greater than 0. If it is, print what that value is, just to see if it's even getting the information. Oh, hold on. Maybe it's not getting the information from here. It might be getting information from somewhere else. Hold on. Yeah, it didn't print anything. So it is 0 on everything. Okay. Hey, Babak, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Welcome, welcome. If it's the same thing for everything, could it be because it is from this screen? I doubt it. Yeah, because I only generated the cards here. No, it should. Unselect, store selected card. No. Yeah, this is should. Why? Okay, what if, just for shits and giggles, if I go ahead and give myself the card. Oh, I need to give myself the card in the game to actually see it properly. Come on, load him in. There you go. Yeah, still 0. So that doesn't change. That does not change, huh? Okay, so something's wrong. What is wrong? Trying to do a search to see where it's being used, if it anywhere. No, so we're setting into the set. We're setting in all the text. This is fine. Cart tier, yep, gets set. Yeah, yeah. Where am I getting the variable from? From here. Where's it being set? It's being set from set card info. The problem is, it's the whole structure, right? So it's not like I can send half of a structure. But I mean, I guess let's go back and see where it's being set. Maybe I am setting half of a structure somehow. No. Yes, I can only send like the full struct. Like I can send a partial struct. So let's go here. Let's do a... Excuse me? Break. It's a structure. Why can't I break the struct? Excuse me? What? Like, I have it broken right here. Unreal. Unreal. What are you... What... How am I unable to break a struct that right next to it has the same struct broken? Unreal. Stop drinking on the job. Please. Okay. Hey, look, now I can break. Okay. All I want to do is I'll just have a print string here. It's probably not gonna work very well, but okay. All of them are 0. Okay, all of them are 0. So we need to go further back. Further back. So all cards. Oh, hold on. Is it? Oh, I think I know why. This is telling me why, because we had a third variable. And here, yeah, there you go. There it is. That'll do it right there. Let me check that I don't need. I didn't mean to do all. I didn't mean to do all. Find references. I'm just gonna double check. Oh, it's a data table. No, I want to see that. I don't need to hook that up anywhere else. We're good there. We're definitely gonna be good there. On the load. Yeah, all good. Okay. Card collection. So I think it's once we do all cards from there, it goes to everything else. So hopefully we're going to be fine. Let's see. Yay! 25, 50, 75. That's correct. There we go. God. I don't know why I couldn't do the break thing. That's an Unreal problem, but now we have it actually say enemy kills increase damage by 15% for 20 seconds for every enemy killed. During the duration, timer resets every kill. Max 75% increase damage. For this one. 50 here, 25 here. Now, this is unstackable. So that means you can only ever get the highest one. It's fine. Elio, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. So now, here. I need to. Well, the place where no, I don't need to do anything on the duck card, actually. All you need to do on the big card. You ever have an idea that you realize might be as good as the current game you're working on? No. No. I don't have those ideas. Because I'm not thinking of other games. You know, it's like having a girlfriend. Don't think about other girls when you have a girlfriend. Think about your girlfriend. That's like a game. Think about your game when you're working on a game. Don't think about other games. It's a terrible analogy, but that's what I went with, so I guess we're going with it. Hey, Sermon, welcome in, Cluster. How's it going, guys? Hope you're doing well. It's like having a girlfriend. Oh boy, never had that. So yeah, so don't. Then you can't relate. Okay. It's like having a juicy burger that you ordered at a restaurant. It's in front of you. It looks fantastic. But you look over at the table next to you, and there's a different burger that might even be better. Don't worry about that burger. Enjoy yours. Is that a better analogy? Don't tell me you're a vegetarian now. It explains why you have neither a girlfriend currently and not focusing your game. So your girlfriend is like a burger. I could make a very dirty joke right now. I'm gonna resist. Yes. This is the short version of that. You finally found how to cut an object out of a picture in one click. I mean, depends on what picture and how easy it is. Yeah. Magicka and singles out your image with no background. Well, it depends what you're focusing on. I imagine if you're focusing on a tree, it's gonna be having a hard time. That's cool. Yeah, I love tools like that. Okay, but we got the third tier, or the third variable in. Fantastic. Love it. Now, going back to what we had though, I want these. Well, it's unstackable, so it's going to replace it. I want an option of whether or not they're like. I want to whether the specific variable itself is stackable, not whether the object is stackable. Because right now we can have the entire card and all of the variables be unstackable, but I don't have the option of having like certain variables be stackable and not stackable. So we need to add that in. Yes. S tier. Wait, where's the tier values? Is it here? Oh. Here. Oh. Where are you? Variable structs. Oh, I just didn't see it. Okay, I'm just blind. I'm just blind. Was the joke that you eat the burger, but careful of... Well, not careful. There's nothing to be careful about. If you eat both, then yes. That was the joke. Why do you have to be careful? You made a menu for your house furniture, you took screenshots on Unreal with a green background and cut it out. You don't need to do that. Yeah. Okay, here. Well, I mean, I guess if you're doing a screenshot in Unreal directly, you can cut things out. Like if you were saving it, like with a if you're doing a 2D capture and converting it to a texture, you can automatically mask it out. For example, did you build a save game function prior to this new challenge? I've had save functionality for a while, Blue Sneaker. I'm good. I have saving constant. That's why I have. Here, I'll show you. Right. See, I have these cards. See, I'm gonna remove stun buildup, and then I'm gonna play again. I'm gonna stop, play again. Stun buildup isn't there. Now maybe I'll put health up instead. There's health up. Yeah, I have saving functionality. Yeah, that was added a while back. What I want here is a new variable here. It's gonna be decimal point, percent, and I guess I can make this stacking additive slash. I guess I'll make it additive because by default it will be additive. I love autosave that just commits that. And I just make it true by default. Or I make it, instead of additive, I call it additive, because the option is either it adds it or doesn't. So I guess it's fine. Make it true by default. But then this is not. So you just make it true here by default. And now here. See, none of this is true by default. That's why I want it to be negative by default. Okay, what do we call it? Well, instead of additive, it'll be replaced. Then it'll be off by default. And then I can make just no checkboxes anywhere by default. And now I don't even mess with this because it's automatically off by default. Good. Oh, but also no. Oh, shit. I'll have to go through all of them anyway. Because it's gonna stop looking at the keyword. God damn it. So what I need to do now is basically go through anything that's unstackable, right, needs additive. Kind of in the way. Move myself here. And anything that is unstackable, we need to
for ads.
We need to change up. Like this is unstackable, so we don't want this to be additive. This needs to replace. But this also will have the option of making it stackable if we wanted to. Or like we could add these up and not add these up. Yeah, so this is very good. This is very good. You still don't know what Boolean means? It's a true-false variable. When it comes to here, Boolean means entirely something different if you're talking about 3D models. Then a Boolean is different. If you're talking about programming, then it means one thing. 3D models, a different thing. And I'm sure if you look at somewhere else, it might mean a third thing. Can you select all and do that since they are the same value variable? No, because you cannot select multiple things in a data table. At one go. Which is fine. We got 48 things. You know, it's not that many. That's why you're confused then. Boolean in 3D space is how you cut out one object from another, you Boolean it. And Boolean in programming is true or false. Yeah, a light switch is on or off. Yeah. You turn it on, you turn it off. Unless you have one of those fancy ones, okay? There are light switches that let you control the power, so it's not just light switch necessarily. So now you have the power options. Right, because you could do grayscale in some of them, but you know your setup needs to support it, and your light bulbs needs to support it. But you know it's definitely possible. I know that doesn't help the explanation. Oh my god! Don't complicate it further, jeez. What do you mean? How am I possibly complicating it? It sounds like I'm very much helping explain the situation. It's, you know, I'm explaining there are different light, right? Because we can go here. Huh? Right, hold on. Where is it? Right. So like a bool, you could have on, off, and a slider, but not really because booleans cannot have a slider. They're only on and off. But these have are light switches with the option of putting a value in. Then why is there a Boolean node and a switch node? Boolean is simpler. Boolean is just A or B. A switch can have a lot of options. So it's a more advanced version. But you could definitely use a switch. But you still need a switch on something, and you can switch on bool. You're thinking branch, not bool. It's not a Boolean node, it's a Boolean variable. There's a branch node that takes an input of a Boolean. I think you confused yourself on that one. You can also flip-flop, but that's different, right? That doesn't check, that just goes A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B. Or for my Australian friends, BA, 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 BA. Also, don't get me started on what 3D version of Boolean is, because again, that's different. 3D Boolean is like cutting out geo. You forgot to flip the letter upside down when you said it as well. Well, B looks the same up and down pretty much. A doesn't, but yeah, we'll pretend. How not to explain Boolean. Hold on. A minute. So there's also this, which is a 3D Boolean. This is a 3D Boolean. Okay, which is different than a variable Boolean. Okay. And then there's algebra Booleans. But that just looks like Boolean equations. So I'm not gonna go into those. So yeah, there's, you know, Booleans are a thing. I mean, Papa, it's daddy to you, thank you very much. Oh, Papa here. You're used to 3D Boolean? Yeah. That was the first Boolean that I learned. I mean, look, it's basically, right, you have two people that are in different fields. And they're both as uncreative in their naming as each other. And so they both name something the same. Right? That's basically how that works. That's why this happens. So Switch is like when you're ordering at McDonald's, you can either have a burger and fries or some other menu combo, right? But the result is always choosing one menu item. Yeah. Yeah. A Switch is, yeah, you have a menu in front of you. You can only pick one. You cannot have multiple. That is a Switch. You got the menu, you pick the one item you want. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Unless you're American, then you have the entire menu. No, come on. That's insulting to Americans, Leo. Americans don't have the entire menu. We have the entire menu twice. Thank you very much. Come on. Don't sell us short like that. That's just uncouth. I use that word not fully understanding the definition of the word. I should point out. We can't even afford McDonald's fries no more. Like, yeah. I had McDonald's like a year ago. Something like that. Maybe less, but it's been a while. And I remember, like, I didn't get that much. It's like, oh yeah, $20. What do you mean $20? What happened to the days where you can go in, order like 20 things of food, and then walk out with, you know, like just being charged like $3? Yeah. Everyone's feeling the inflation, unfortunately. Everywhere. Oh, oops, this is not. I'm gonna make one of these is gonna be a mistake. I'm sure I can feel it. Okay. So here on Soul Siphon, I can make this additive. I can make this stackable and not this stackable. Now, what is that price? $20 for food? That's like 120 in your currency. Down here, McDonald's costs like 50 to 60. When you were 10, 20 burgers were like 17 bucks. Oh yeah, when I was a kid, the dollar menu was a thing, right? I don't know, like at least people in America had the dollar menu, like when I was growing up, where literally just you get like it wasn't a good burger, it wasn't a big burger, but you can get a burger, you can get a drink for $1. Not both together, but like separately, $1 each. Now, a little more. If I look at can I just search? you want to see? Yeah, Big Mac in Canada, depends where you go. I guess depends on where across Canada. Is between $6.75 and $7.81. So we'll say like it's over $7 for a burger. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Oh, this doesn't have the main one. That's okay. Not important. Not important. You scuba dive in the Caribbean on occasion? I've never been to the Caribbean. I've never been. Oh, so we now also need to return this, whether it's additive or not. Here. So let's do one of these. Okay, and then put here. And now we have this. Okay. Let's do like, let's call it like tier 1 additive. I'll use this formatting. Okay. Clean this up, clean this up. It's 1, 2, 3 heart attacks at that price. You get to the 1, 2, 3 menu, and nothing is 1. They changed it more so like to the 12:30 menu. Maybe a glass of water, a cost 1 to save the turtles. Poor turtles. Hey, Nido Burrito, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Typically, you don't want to leave. Typically, you don't want to leave where you are. The blue water and beaches and the breeze makes you want to stay. I mean, I don't blame you. They really created flowchart programming in the new UE? What do you mean? Blueprints have been around since Unreal Engine 4, the start of Unreal Engine 4. I mean, they might have been around before as well. I just didn't do any. So at the very least, since Unreal Engine 4. Yeah. 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 I don't know if I should say sorry for bursting your bubble about this being a cool new feature or not. I don't know if I should apologize or not. Okay, so we have this. It's not the prettiest thing, but it gets us what we want. And then here, we need to change what we do. Oh, wait, I have access to it here. Oh. Whoops. Because I'm doing the same thing here, so I don't need to plug that in. So I can just actually hide these. Or just not plug those in. And not have them be as inputs. Oh wait, this is unstackable. Hold on. My brain wasn't thinking. My brain wasn't thinking. I'm going to need to think about this. You've been out of the scene for a hot minute. Last time you coded was event script for Counter-Strike S something mods. Nice. I have never coded. Well, not never. I've tried learning it, but otherwise never coded. You like to think you're building alien spaceships or weapon blueprints? I mean... Okay, so yeah, I don't need them here. I don't need those. What I need instead is this. Variable 1 additive, 2 additive, 3 additive. And I'm not doing it from here. There we go. That's what we wanted. Because now it's per variable, we can have them stackable. Not stackable by getting the information from here. Okay. There we go. Counter-Strike source. Ah. So I don't play FPS. So I understood CS for Counter-Strike, but I didn't know the rest. My man. My bad, you know? I know what? No, I did play at one point Counter-Strike. There was a LAN cafe when I was like in middle school that I went to that had like Counter-Strike on it. And I occasionally booted it up. But usually I went to play like Diablo 2. So sometimes I would play a little bit of a Counter-Strike just to like, oh, I want something different. But the original Counter-Strike, that is. But realistically, I played Diablo 2. I think I played some Warcraft 3 at the time as well. Good stuff. Event script is basically a shell for C++ that simplified a lot of normal events like player is hit. Oh, nice. Your biggest problem is memory retention. You can learn anything, but you don't use it regularly, it just goes poof. I mean, you're not special in that regard, in a good way, right? So, as in, don't be down on yourself when that happens. A lot of people are like that. I would say even probably go out of my way to say probably the majority of people are like that. So yeah, don't feel bad about like, oh yeah, if you don't use it, you lose it kind of thing. I think that goes for most people. Let's find out if my values are working. If what I did works. So if I did a print string here, actually print text. So I can do a format text and I'd be like, variable 1. It's 3, 2. Oh, can I put numbers in here? I guess I can't. A, B, C. Oh, pfft. I'm dumb. I'm like, what's the problem? I put freaking wrong symbol. See, that's what I'm telling you. Coding sucks. See, you actually used the wrong thing there. Doesn't work. It's the worst. Okay, so now, if we were to test this, let me just double check. Did I set this up correctly? No, I didn't. If I make the first two additive, but not the third one, we should see it being added. So 5, 10, 25, correct. So now it should be 15, 25, 50. Wait. Why is the last... Wait. Was it doing the opposite of what I want? Oh, it's doing the opposite. Well, it's working. It's just working in the opposite way because I forgot to add a not. Or rather, I just need to do you. Just need to swap this. It's fine. It's fine. Small mistake. Small mistake. It could be worse. You could have used the right symbol and still didn't work. I mean, yeah, it could have been worse. A giant vending machine could have flown through the window and decapitated me right on stream. It could always be worse. It's a lot more user-friendly than typing in Notepad++, though. Oh, yeah. As you mentioned, N++, your friend had to legitimately dry code on Notepad? Wait, what? Because his computer could barely run both Unity and Visual Studio? He had to memorize syntax in Notepad? I mean, if you can do that, that's impressive. But Notepad++, I remember seeing, like, it can do, like, color coding and stuff. From what I remember seeing. Okay, 5, 10, 25, correct. 15, 25, 50. 30, 45, 75. Oh my god, it's working. And then if I do the third one first. 15, 25, 75. Yes! Oh! So now, per variable, we can have it either be additive or like take only the highest. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. Took you a support ticket and 2 weeks to figure out your computer had a character per line limit? Oh. You bought a replacement battery for your old gaming laptop and gave it to him to use perma? That's very nice. You could have just given him the charger, right? Because you could always use a laptop without a battery as long as you keep it plugged in. But you went out of your way to buy a battery, which I'm sure he appreciates. Tell him never to pay you back for it. Just use it until you see success. Oh man. One day he's like, okay, I have been successful. Ah, shit. Now I gotta get rid of this laptop. Throws away the laptop. All the success goes away because he lost the momentum, and now he's fucked. All because you told him to throw it away. He's a good guy. He listens to you. It's like you bought him a puppy. You made him love the puppy. And then one day you took the puppy away from him. Which is cruel. That just... Why always do that, Leo? Just... Poor puppy, man. Okay, we got what we wanted though. Hey, Patrol, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Sailor life is hard work. Well, I imagine sailor life is probably harder than it's harder work than sailor life is harder work when you're doing it by yourself. When you have a team, it's probably easier. I very well, I'm aware what you meant, Leo. But I went with what you wrote. Because it's more fun that way. Okay, so we can change the name of this. So, enemy kills increase damage by blank. For blank seconds. I'm gonna remove for every enemy killed. I'm gonna remove the during the duration. Timer resets every kill, which implies there's a timer. And max increased damage. And it's now stackable. So this
pausing for ads.
So this unstackable now is just purely for the tag. In case the majority of it is unstackable, then I'll use that. It is for a certain harder than what you were doing before, which was sitting around trolling game dev chats, I assume. Everything is awesome when you're part of a team. Where's that song from? That's fun. No, I want to say it's SpongeBob. I don't think it's SpongeBob. Lego Movie. Yeah, Lego Movie. One of the few movies I've seen. I've seen the Lego Movie. It was alright. It was alright. I mean, maybe it was better than I, but I don't remember enough of it, so I don't think it was more than that because it didn't leave enough of a lasting memory. You forgot about SpongeBob? That is the whole reason you wanted to live like a life aquatic. I mean, at least you wanted to live, you know, on top of the water, not inside of it. You know, that would be very expensive. You're a little old for it, but it had some decent bits, yeah. You saw the new Jurassic Park? There's a new Jurassic Park movie? I'm surprised there's a new one, but how is it? Is it good? People are surprised there's a new Jurassic Park movie. To be fair, I don't watch movies, pretty much, so it's not surprised that I don't know it. Okay, I killed him. Okay, the timer's going. Timer's working correctly. And I'm doing 21.75 damage. It works. It's pretty good. Nice. Glad you enjoyed it. You highly recommend Annapolis Gyro. The lamb over rice is incredible and new flavors. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know what the actual pronunciation is. You're talking about the Greek dish, right? Gyro? I always pronounce it gyro. I don't know how it's actually supposed to be pronounced. I pronounce it gyro, but oh, it's so good. There's a place nearby here. For those that don't know what it is, it's called a hero. No, it has a G. Okay, let's not get crazy here. That's a G, not an H. This shit. Oh yeah. That's the good stuff. Like this is the good shit. Hey Greg, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. When I was a kid, I grew up in the San Francisco Bay Area in California, and there's a nearby city that had like the best ones. And unfortunately, they went out of business, and ever since then, there's never been like any one of them that's been as good. But oh, this stuff is there's actually a place nearby that I still haven't gone to because it's cash only. To be fair, I have cash on my table, so maybe I should go and get some, but I haven't had this in forever, and it's so good. I recommend. Like Cairo? I don't know. Cairo? Or you? No, that's not a food. Are you asking how you pronounce it? I don't know. It's Gyro. So, yeah, I don't know. But good stuff. And it's tzatziki sauce also. I love a good tzatziki sauce. Also very easy to make. It's basically just garlic, Greek yogurt, and cucumbers. If I recall. I think that's pretty much it. There might be like another ingredient I'm forgetting, but I think that's pretty much the entire sauce. And it's so good. You call it the number 9. You've heard the pronunciation as gyros. I think it all depends also on where you are, because even like across America, right, the same word is pronounced differently. I think it's literally plain yogurt and garlic. Yeah, it's also cucumber in there, I believe, also grated in. Or maybe that's the recipe that I saw, but cucumber, garlic, and Greek yogurt. The food one's pronounced euro. Now, see, now I think we're just going off the grid. When it's pronounced euro. Almond is a classic point of frustration. Oh, in terms of pronunciation? Yeah, because almond. Right, it depends. Yeah. This is not enough. This should stack. It works. But this should definitely oh wait, it's not working. Surround is not working. Okay, I've got to fix surrounded. But that surrounded should do more damage and it should stack. Because this increases damage by way too little. Let's do 5, 10, 15. Cursed tier 25. It'll stack too. almond versus almond. Oh yeah, there's some people that call it almond. But that's people who are lazy to pronounce the L. There's also people that say Riz instead of charisma, you know? Or rather, someone has Riz instead of someone being charismatic, right? But we don't, you know. Doesn't matter. As long as people understand what, you know, is being said in the end. But that also is right. I'm talking about different pronunciations just within America. Once you start going outside of America, then it becomes like extra different, right? Because they just have different words. And I mean in English. Like if you go like UK English versus American English, that's different. And then if you go to Canada, it's different again. Oh my god, speaking of words being different, I installed Firefox not too long ago, and decided that my default language that I wanted was Canadian. So I typed in the word color like a normal person without a U, and it's like, oh, you misspelled this word. I'm like, bitch, please. No, I did not. Like, where's regular American English? Check. Let's uncheck the other one. You're way too old to talk like that. All you hear back is "Okay, boomer." Oh my god, there was one. There was a great someone made a fantastic response that I don't remember word for word, but basically someone said like "Okay, boomer," and someone replied with basically, "Okay, basically someone, at least I'm gonna have a retirement and a house." I think it's more or less what they replied with, because millennials and Gen Z are screwed in terms of retirement and like having things. It was the best comeback that I've seen so far. I wish I remember the exact comeback. You working on your diesel engine today? Nice. Hopefully it's working well. This surrounded check is working. Is it? Surrounded. Yeah, that's right. That should be correct. But check if I have the tag. Also, I don't need to do this one. Surrounded. Just use this one instead. I think it was like, it's really old if I'm using the more manual version. How's your 401k? Aw, zero, how cute. I'll be honest, my retirement is also shit. I am saving up for a down payment right now. But I have nothing in retirement. Until the current job, like I just didn't have enough to even consider it. And every time I would need to and I moved too many times, and all the money always kept going bye to moving. But now I'm like actually have things in savings to hopefully be able to afford a condo. I have no dreams of being owning a house. That's just not happening. So it's okay. I'll be happy with like a 2-bedroom condo at some point. Once you hit your 40s, the money starts flowing in faster than you think it will. I mean, it probably depends on the job. Usually, right, as long as you're moving up in your job, you'll start getting more income the older you get. Because you just get more experience, and based on that, yeah. Why am I printing constantly here? How am I printing constantly? What? Something's wrong. Something's wrong. Got divorced at 38. I was dead broke. I think you better understand the value of things in 40s. I mean, that is probably very true, right? The older you get, just the better you understand things. Like until like the last couple of years, I just didn't understand retirement, right? Just in general. Like I was under the understanding that the the government just pays for everything. Like you have enough, but that's not actually the case. As I learned, like, I didn't think they pay for everything. I knew you would not get a lot of money, but like I thought it was like enough money. Maybe clarify. But no, not really. The more I've been like watching things online and stuff, like you just see occasionally like a really old waiter, like in their 80s, just doing waiting tables because they can't retire, which is just sad. It's a sad sight. Why am I constantly checking this? Why am I constantly checking this? Oh, I'm constantly checking this because of the effect. That's why I'm constantly checking this. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, because I need to know when to add and remove the icon. But then why does this not work? For you, was $30,000 bet in AMD at $11 that turned things around? That was a good bet. that was a very good bet. Oh, 0.15. Oh, hold on. It's 0.15 and that, I mean, that's fine. But then, okay, additional damage. I take additional damage. Right, it should be. Why is this not working? This seems like it should work. That's what you mean by when you understand the value of things? Yeah. You know, it's there's a reason why it's always the old men in like stories and stuff, right? That are the wise men. I don't understand why is this adding? Additional damage should be fine. If you have a thousandth of your grandma's current wealth when you retire, you'll feel pretty comfortable. She has like 5% of her city. You can't imagine that kind of wealth. Oh my god. Have a good night, Polly. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you get a good night's rest. Zero. How is it zero? Why is it zero? I said additional damage. Something's going on. Something's weird. Why is it zero? Ha, ha. Okay. What is going on? Okay, we set it here. We get it here. But we set it here fine. Was it not fine? This is not fine? Right now your boss is trying to fight you down for $3 US. Wait, what? That sounds insane, yeah. That's how you felt going through your 40s? Oof. I mean, hopefully it's not that way now. .15. It has a value. I don't understand. How are we setting this variable? You never once used your dry cleaning in your entire life? I did when I was very young. Like on a jacket or something. But other than that, yeah. Arguing over the equivalent of the one CEO getting their dry cleaning delivered one extra day a week. Set additional. Maybe I just remove this and just set it again. I'm not understanding. I don't understand how it's not working. Why do I have anything here? Get additional damage. Just what if I just do this? Right, we've confirmed that we're getting the value. I'm setting the value. Yes, one of you secretly had the same mom. I hope she was lovely. Zero. I am doing the Serrano check here. Right? This is where we save the additional damage. Then I'm doing additional damage after that. So I should have this value set. How is it not set? I'm gonna return it and do a print string on it here. Am I still having it set here? This is insane. What if I need to refresh nodes also? Why don't work? You give them an ultimatum? That's your plan for your new fiscal year? Ultimatums typically don't work very well. How is it 0? I'll put this. There's something really weird going on. There's something very weird. There's something very weird going on. And I don't understand it. What? So you see this 0.15? This 0.15? Okay? This 0.15 is the value that comes out of this divide 100. Okay? But after that, when it goes into here, or when it returns out, it prints 0. What is going on? I'm gonna change this variable to an integer and then change it to a float. Just the print value, or there's no doubt. No. So what's happening is for some reason here, it's giving me the correct value at this point. As soon as it goes to here or the output, the value just disappears. It goes to 0. It stops giving me the correct value. And this is additional damage, so I want to like actually see that additional damage. And for some reason, it's like, no, screw you. We're just gonna zero it out. Zero. The blue there is 0. But again, if I did the print string here, and when I get closer, it's 0.15. Yeah, Patrol, have a good night. Thanks, Tom. Bye. Why is it working? Why is it working here, but not past this? What black magic sorcery is this? What if I print out, because we know this part works. What if I print out before the divide? Okay. What if I print out before the divide? Look, I just want to know now. Like, just want to know. 0. No, so that doesn't matter. I don't understand how this is possible. Okay, hold on. What is it printing for total in range here? One. Okay, what if instead... Okay, we're gonna try this something very different. I take that, and then I take you. We go here. We give it an input of an integer. Do one of these. And then one of these. Okay? Just look, oh. I want to be humored. I just want to be humored. Okay? Just it's still 15. Don't tell me. Oh, we're printing it here. No, we need to move the print string. Move the print string, but don't tell me that here again.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
It's gonna be 0. It's because of this integer, isn't it? I bet you it's because of this damn integer. Do you need an additional call for total damage minus base damage? Could be a useful block to copy and paste elsewhere if it's clunky. Do you need an additional call for total damage minus base damage? I don't need total damage minus base damage anywhere. No. Well, you would think that. You would definitely think that. I know ads are playing, but... Okay, in this case, no, it didn't make any difference. I don't understand. I genuinely don't understand. .15. Okay. But now this is returning 0.15, which I haven't had return 0.15 before. So at least we made some progress. Who would have guessed that having a variable just set and read would cause issues? Not me. I just wanted to save a variable and read the variable. I'm not asking for much. 0. How's it 0? Get additional damage. This is just a matter of principle now. I just want to know. How is this possible? Zero. Everything prints 0. Okay. So print 0 here. Please don't tell me I'm putting a 0 here. Well, no, it should be... No, I don't have any setup for... No. Okay, print here. Okay. 0. Everything prints 0. But if that same variable I print here, which is the thing right before it, it gives me 0.15 when I'm close to him. And the icon is showing. Why? I don't understand. Where is this being used? Because maybe it's doing the check here, which is fine. I shouldn't be changing additional damage. That doesn't that shouldn't matter. That's just for the icon, and then I do it here. Print here, 0. Print here, correct value. Okay, hold on. Okay, what if we now did this out here? Okay, now I'm gonna just do this out here. God damn it, we're getting this. It will make sense, and everything's gonna be great, and we're gonna celebrate, and there'll be a big party, and everyone's gonna be invited. It's 0. What are you getting from the power up here? I mean, it has to be the correct information, right? Because it was fine before. Wait, 0. Why is it 0? Why is it 0? What? What? Guys, I'm not okay. Guys. Oh look, it's printing the correct value. Okay, what's going on? What is going on? Surrounded. Am I somehow setting it to be... Am I resetting the value somewhere? Getting it here. Checking the tag. It's all... Everything is not deja vu. Why is my values getting reset? What is... Why is everything paid? Why is pain? Am I... This is the same function. I'm not modifying the variable. Hold on. I mean, at this point, I just want to know, like, something happened? $45. No, it has all the information. It has the information still. So... So what the shit? Fine returns a copy, right? Not a reference? Yeah, but that's why I add. Yeah, that's why I have to do add again. Yeah. Not here. Here's fine. Actually, here's fine. Why do you have multiple inputs for the in range cooldown time? Because I have multiple setups for it. I basically have it be like it's a timer that could be like repeats, or a timer that only plays once, or a timer that has one time and then a second different time. And then, right, I just have a lot of different time setups, and I'm just using the same node with just multiple inputs. That's why. It really should be cleaned up a bit, for sure. But that's kind of why. Because I just made one master cooldown timer, basically. 0. It prints 0 there. But if we printed it here, it's probably not going to be 0. Right? So somewhere it is... Yeah, it's just printing 15. So it's printing the correct value. And it's not being overwritten. So somehow... this is just broken. Well, how's that? How's? But how? Well, why is it the way it is? Why is it the way it is? The flowchart is really confusing you, to be honest. You're used to text blocks? Yeah, and text blocks confuse the hell out of me too. It's a matter of like what you prefer, right? Everyone's kind of a little bit different in that regard. Okay, at least this one makes sense. Like that shouldn't have fixed it, but I was like, you know what? Let's just check. Your cranium is filled past capacity for the night. You don't think you can help with it anyways? No, you're good. You're good. It's a real oddity, right? Because it's fine in the function. Hold on. Here's what we can also go is here. I'm going to just not do. Well, we need to do this. I'm gonna not do this anymore. I'm gonna detach this just for a test. Okay, let's just test. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? There it is. Okay. Nope. So that still doesn't work. So whatever it is not because of that. All right. Yeah, it prints 0. So we now know that at least it's not because of this. We can turn this off entirely. Let's check this one. $15.0. Okay. So again, whatever's happening is happening pretty much exclusively somehow it's losing the information here. How is it losing the information here? How are my variables just getting poofed? This gets printed fine. And here this gets printed fine. Hum. Okay, what if one of these, and I just want to know. Just don't do anything then. then bypass it, go to the print string. What are you complaining about? Surround check was prudent because execute is not gonna. Yeah, that's fine. I don't care about it. Damage dealer. Target. Okay. Okay, you know what? We just bypassed the function and we just did it this way. I just look. I mean, at this point, I just want to know. Doesn't help. I don't understand. Guys. Send help. Send help. Nothing makes sense. I'm gonna restart Unreal again. What if? What if? Just because nothing makes sense anymore. No man, the fridge is ready. Gonna go check it. Okay. Back here. Play. Less today than yesterday, but we pool. Well played. Good job, bring. You know. No, still zero. Still zero. Oh, hold on. Let me. One thing we haven't checked though is do a print string here, right? If I did print string here, oh, and then I got surrounded. Right? We're printing the correct number. We're printing the correct number because of the event graph. If I don't do the event graph, then it both prints 0. So why is the event graph giving me the correct information using the same function but it doesn't do that because it's going off the character reference? Because it's using itself. Yes. It on the character it is running this. And then on the other one I'm doing it from the damage dealer because the damage dealer is the one who got hit. So that all that checks out. And because again, I did the little test here, right? This is not what we want. I think my brain is just either my brain is fried. I need to turn off the other one. Turn off you real quick. Either my brain is fried or something is. I mean, something could be just real weird. Very possible. Yeah, so it says 0 here, which, you know, yeah, makes sense. That's what I want. That's what I expect. For shits and giggles, well, let's plug this in, but also print the damage dealer. I just want to confirm that I'm getting the right damage dealer. You're baked because of the heat? Wait. You're baked because of the... Weren't you just saying it was really cold? Did it get really hot all of a sudden? player. You know? So it's getting the right information. Oh, no, I'm not high. But I understand what you did. I understand. It's not that hot right now, though. It's 11 Celsius we are? Oh, see, that sounds lovely. It's too dark for me to see. Hold on. It is 74.3 degrees, so it's actually not that bad right now. It is not that bad. I think, you know what could be? No, see, it's getting. We confirmed that it's getting the player, and we know it's getting the player because it's going through here and is successfully checking that it is true. Yeah, I wish I had AC as powerful as yours, Leo. What's the trick to this? Why does it... I figured it out! I figured it out! I figured out where I'm stupid! I think I figured out where I'm stupid! Every word accurate and true. Accurate and true. Oh my god, there it is. God damn it. Oh, fixed it. The value that I was getting was not from the damage dealer like I was doing for everything else. I was getting it from the one that was hit. And that's why nothing made sense. And now all of a sudden it works fine. Oh. So remember how I keep saying anyone can make a game? Please take this, clip this, and use it as proof that anyone can make a game. Because if I am this dumb and I can make a game, you can make a game. Okay? Just repeating that. If I can make a game with as stupid as I am, you can make a game. Yeah, the human brain is a marvelous paradigm of evolution. Except my brain. It's just stupid. That took way too long for me to figure that out. Oh. Plug that back in. Don't worry, there's always someone stupider. I mean, it's hard to be stupider than me, to be fair. You know, you gotta be trying at that point. Nah, I guess you're not stupider. I don't think you are. Wait. One of you hit me. Why are you doing more? Why is he doing more damage? To me? Well, how's he missing also? What? How are you missing? I really gotta look into that and see figure out what the hell's going on. I think the his attack might be not enough frames. .75. Yeah, he should not be doing 5.75 damage. Just when I thought it was over. The only place where that is called is in the activating of the cards by tag. So this should not be happening for them. And then the surrounded check here should be checking the damage dealer to see if they have the surrounded tag, which they shouldn't.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
False. Oh, now they're doing 5. But if I give myself the tag, why is it still saying true? I haven't get another drink. I'll be right back. I'm back. Okay, some people pop pills. I pop grape tomatoes. They're just fun to eat. So what the hell is going on? And blood vessels at this rate? I mean, I hope not. Hold on. I need to turn off this. Okay, what's going on? Let's see. Surrounded. Yeah, it's a skeleton 3D. Oh, I understand what's going on. I understand what's going on. Okay. I got it. Hold on. There it is. So what's happening is here it's doing the I don't know why it's doing the check for them, but it is. But basically, I need two separate checks. That's what I just need to do. I just need to separate this out in two separate checks. Where's my surrounded check? Checks. Okay, standard checks. Good job, me. Surrounded check. This surrounded, instead of this is going to be surrounded damage. Check. And this is going to be just surrounded. Check. In surrounded check, the regular one, I'm not going to mess with this. This doesn't matter. Okay. And then in the event graph, I'm just going to do a regular surrounded check. Because that's all I care about. I don't want to mess with the damage. Okay. And now, everyone's going to be happy. It's all going to work correctly. Okay. I'm doing more damage, and they're doing their regular damage. There we go. Now, if you're wondering why did they do more damage, I don't know. But we fixed it. Guys, it's been a day, huh? I went into this. I'm like, you know what? I think today we might get through the majority of what's left at the very least. Like all the power-ups, you know, to check all the powers to make sure everything works. We have done today 3 now. We've done 3. Why am I so bad? No boss today? It doesn't seem like I'm gonna get to him. Where is my culling strike? I'm gonna just set this to 100 just for testing. Did you say you're gonna do? No. The hope was to finish them and then do bosses. But if I'm not gonna finish this, then obviously I'm not gonna do bosses. Yeah. They should die in 1 hit. Okay, culling strike works. Great. Check that off the list. The only thing about culling strike, well, no, shit. I do want to rework Culling Strike because Culling Strike has the problem of any source of damage can trigger it. Some days we succeeded, other days we suck ass. I wish I could succeed some days. At the current moment, I am doing the check when the enemy takes damage. The problem with that, and I don't know if it's a problem, but I feel like it's a problem, is if you have an aura, like their toxic aura, or any kind of dot on the enemy that triggers multiple times a second, when they hit that threshold, they'll just automatically die, basically. So if you have like a fire dot or a poison dot or any kind of damage over time on them, they will just die at that percentage. And I feel like they should die only when you do the regular attacks, not like from a dot. But how I would filter that out, I'm not sure. Because effectively what it's doing, right, if you have a dot of any kind, is makes it so enemies have 10, 15, 20, 35% less health. 230. I mean, it's for regular mobs, so it's not a huge deal. So maybe we just are fine with it. Culling Strike, you cannot do Culling Strike on a boss, as you point out. What is your logic over deculling? What do you mean deculling? Culling Strike is just nice, where you don't have to fully kill an enemy. You kill them 70% of the way through, and then they're dead. I don't know. Do I care that an aura or a dot would kill them if they're regular mobs? I guess. Probably not. Probably should just keep it. And if you want to use a dot with it, I guess it's fine. Because the alternative is you have Culling Strike. See, Culling Strike really feels like it should work just for your main attacks. I just don't have a way of filtering out main attacks or not main attacks. You mean the programming logic? If their health is below a certain threshold, which is this threshold, and you do an attack, they just die. No damage calculations, they just die. That's why I don't think dots are trigger calling either. But the calculation is basically if their health is below 10, 15, 20, 30%, then if they take any damage, they go. The problem is, right, I don't have a way of filtering out what is the damage source. Unless I add another damage source, which I could. I probably should add another damage source. If I go to here, right here, if they have Culling Strike and their health percent is less than this value, and it's true, that means they take in damage, they go here. What I probably need to do is do this. In here, I have access to the attack type. Which is melee projectile spill. I probably should add a dot or something here, and then I can get access to it. Then we'll just need to make all the dot stuff have this, and I guess problem solved. I mean, that's why I set this up. I haven't made use of the spell option at all. But I guess I could finally add something besides melee projectile. It's just dot. Damage, just any damage over time. As long as it's not going to be a dot, then we can do it. Let's do that. What's it? Attack type? Dot. Well. Dot. And what we can do is on BP aura here, it's gonna be a dot. And inside of here, where's the fire one? Modular dot. This is gonna be a dot. Okay. So theoretically now, okay, if we have still 100% chance of culling strike, we also need to go here and then just check that break attack type is not equal to a dot, and I guess that's it. I think it's actually that simple. Can we just grab from here, please? Thank you. So if I have 100% culling strike, oh well, I need to give myself culling strike. Culling strike, 100% chance. So I actually basically one hit everything, and I do. Okay. Usually it's good practice. You don't want dots triggering effects. So personally, you would create damage types and make sure the event type equals dot, don't trigger. No, that's a good suggestion. I don't have anything that triggers. Oh, I do have things that trigger on damage, like the ice effect. I'll take a look. So if I put it back to 100%, this is why we're going through this also, I guess. Turn 100% culling strike on, and then I give myself an aura. They don't immediately die, but if I do any damage to them, they immediately die. There we go. So that dot no longer works for them. Great. And then the stun check and effect build up here. I can also do the same check to make sure it's not a dot. Okay. So we got that. Then also, so it's no longer gonna get stunned. No, not here. Here. And then this effect build up. Where am I triggering this? Hold on. Ah, here on special attack. This special attack should not happen on dots. No, I want... Okay, this thing is broken because I don't care about you, don't care about you. And special attack is a special attack. That's fine. It's not... Okay, I need to rename that. It's a terrible name. You know what? That's a terrible name. Why did I ever call it that? Where is it? This is not a special attack anymore. This is on attack. Hit. That's the case when you do have a message saying doesn't trigger on dot effects or something? Yeah. In Warframe, there's a character that infects enemies and deals increasing damage over time. When the enemies die, it would spread at the same value. So the game would just infect one enemy, and after a few seconds, the whole area would be dying. Cool. I haven't played Warframe in forever. Actually. I used to play a bit. So this needs to happen. Oh, this is event attack combo increment, so this should be fine. On trace, this is the one I need to modify. Yeah, this is just this one. So here, we should be able to grab the current attack info. And find if it is a dot. As long as it is not equal to a dot. Then it does this, otherwise also bypass it. Okay. Good. Good change. Good change. Sarah, my queen. The one I used to, when I played, once I got the one that's that uses the scythe, that also increases the amount of drops you get. I just made him for a while. I love scythe so much, and so I was like, oh, you give me a Warframe with a scythe? Hell yeah. And I get more loot? Yeah. I really liked him. I had, is Necros? Yeah, Necros Prime is what I used. Yeah, I haven't played Warframe in also a very long time. Yeah, same thing. I haven't played for a long time. Yay! Okay, well, that's improved. By the way, the only reason that we're doing this, going through all the power-ups, is because I decided to change up is remove the Leviathan of a string switch. Not string switch, Leviathan of a switch statement. Because I removed that, I knew it was going to break some power-ups. And then I was like, okay, well then I need to go through the power-ups and see what's broken. As I'm learning, there's just a lot more things that are broken in general. So we should fix all the power-ups. And then then we do the boss. The last time I played Warframe was before We All Live Together, the song. That Warframe song, We All Live Together. I forget who what expansion that was. Like, I stopped before that. I won't be able to play it because I'll get Warframe. We All Live Together. Fortuna, yeah, Fortuna. This. I listened to this song on loop for like a while. I love this song. I love this song. It's so good. Yeah, it's Fortuna. So I stopped playing before Fortuna, and that was 6 years ago. So, yeah. But yeah, you know, it was good fun. It was good fun. You want 100 pixels for a moment? Yeah. There's a redeem on Twitch to make the screen pixelated. You got cool redeems on Twitch. You periodically return to Warframe after some time. I'm very much, as like just a person, I'm very much an on-off guy. Like, I will do something for a long time, and then I'll just stop for a long time. Like, I'm very much like, okay, no more. And then, oh, I want to do this for like hardcore long time. No more. Again. I like, it's not a good thing, by the way. But I know that about myself. Youth Tibia Sag. Twitch is invading your YouTube. Just a little. Just a little. Oh, I just realized. The Sag emote shows up here, even though you wrote that on YouTube. I don't see it. But it works in this chat. That's cool. Okay, let's not get carried away, good guts. Apparently. It might be like different capitalizations, is my guess. But also, if you have BTTV on YouTube and you enable it for YouTube, in this, check the settings, it also allows you to have 7TV emotes. So you could theoretically have the same BTTV and 7TV emotes as on Twitch on YouTube. Theoretically, you should be able to see it then. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me. And my head bashing stream, I guess. There was a lot of head bashing. And painful. I'll check myself for concussions after the stream. Hopefully tomorrow will be less so. No promises. Tomorrow might be just the same. Anyways, guys, hope you have a lovely rest of your night. Take care. Bye-bye.